Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode on the Fuel Report. And our special guest this time around is the man that, has been around for quite a while, I have to say, Slipri, or also his actual name, Nick Florchik. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to do this.
You know what? This is quite exciting because, you were on 2 teams this semester.
Yeah.
That is quite unique.
Yeah.
And honestly, Rainbow Six and Valorant. Gotta just blow the first question out from the side here. They seem like 2 different style of gameplays a little bit.
Yeah.
What is the connection that's made for you, though, from it?
I used to play Siege a long time ago, like year 2. So, I'm pretty already accustomed to the game setting. So, it was pretty easy for me to come back. But, the way it started was I was just supposed to play Val this semester, and then they had an emergency sub they needed. I told them I'd be an emergency just because I used to play, and I was really good. And, somehow the first week they needed the emergency, and it just went from there. And now I'm trying to balance the 2, and it's really hard, but I think it's working out.
Gosh, what was your initial reaction when you were like, yeah, it's only an emergency, and then now here we are?
Oh, man. At first I was like, oh, really? I was like, I really didn't want to do it. I was like, I have so much on my plate already of school, Val, and then I was like, now I gotta add Siege to it. But I kept my word. I was like, I told them I'd be an emergency sub. I'm keeping my word. I'm gonna try my best for them. At first I wasn't really excited for it, but now that I've actually gotten accustomed to the team, I'm actually enjoying it a bit more. So it's not bad anymore.
Okay. What kind of role do they actually have you on the team?
Right now I'm playing on defense. I play kind of like a flex. So I kind of play offsite, but very close. Just so, and then on attack, I'm kind of like a support mixed in with the flex. I play, really haven't got to the attack yet. We're still working out our attack. So, but defense, I'm locked into the flex role.
Okay. So you're kind of having to make some small little adjustments there onto that. But I do have to say, though, from Valorant, you have been here for so many years, but I remember you sort of mentioning that you actually were playing Siege a long time ago, too. Were you actually, considering to go Siege way back at the start here at Fanshawe?
So when I first came to Fanshawe, I actually did play on the Siege team for the very first year, or first semester I came ever. It was, way before, Perza even played at this time. It was, maybe 3-4 years ago, I think I'd say. I played 1 semester. I played it. I remember we got rolled. It was bad. we were bad. But I was I'm not trying to brag. I was one of the best players on the team. But and then school just I unfortunately dropped out. Didn't really feel like school. And then that whole summer, I just grinded Val. And that's how I started Val. So I never looked back to Siege after that.
Yeah, it just gave you such a bad moment of a vibe that you're like, no, this ain't for me, cheap. But hey, at least you're kind of testing out the waters, seeing how it was. I think that's kind of a good thing, though, here, especially for esports, when it was so new at the time as well. And making that transition to Valorant, how was that?
Oh, that was, at first, I had no, because Val and Siege were my first PC game, so Siege is very different from Val. They're not really similar at all, how you mentioned before. So playing Val, it was more similar to Counter-Strike, and I never touched Counter-Strike. So loading in, I had no clue how to play. I didn't even know proper sense. I think I was playing 0.7 on 1600 DPI, really, really high. I had no clue what I was doing. Had one of those $20 mouses. I was I had no clue what I was doing. But then eventually that whole summer, I just put in so much hours, and I was ready for tryouts when they happened.
Gosh, honestly, looking back at those days as well, I would have never been able to tell that, because watching you, when we were thinking about that from our old streams as well, you were such the highlight player to see out there, running around with that op. It was oh my gosh, this man is incredible out there.
Yeah, that was my one role. Slip, go, kill.
That was the only style.
Yeah,
that's all that you knew to do.
Yeah.
But over the years you practiced, and now you're actually playing as the captain here for the Valorant team. How was taking that over?
Well, the previous captain, it was a Kimbo, but my previous captain was Kerf, and that's who I remember as the captain for me. He was there for like a whole year, year and a half, I'd say. And that was like the guy. Like he always involved everyone. So I just wanted to, like, my captain, I wanted to try being as close as to him, because what he was like a captain for me, that's what I want to be for others. So that was like my role model for captaining and stuff, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, of course. You got to have someone that you sort of look up to, that you're kind of helping now just to lead that same style of play.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You got to always have that type of style out there. And I mean, it seems like you guys are slowly trying to make a transition. You guys were a little bit in a bit of a losing rut with your Valorant team.
Yeah, a little rocky at the start. Yeah. Man, so many close games. We were like, every single game we played was a map 3 or OT. It was just, every game was like such a nail, like, you know what I mean? It's so close, but we've been working on it. We played yesterday. Incredible game out of us. Not even close. We blew the team out of the waters. Like,
and what do you feel you actually were doing differently?
I mean, I feel like we just were playing confident. I mean, we just were like, we went in there and we're like, okay, you know, we got our maps. Let's play. We know what they're gonna do. Let's just play. And then 8 rounds in, we're 8-0, and we're like, okay, well, I mean, I get an ace, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm feeling it. Mink's out here shooting back, and we were just so happy. So we were just like, we just took the whole momentum and just went crazy.
That's a huge thing. When you have that momentum and vibes are there, it's like, just keep running with it, eh?
Yeah.
Just got to have that style.
Yeah.
And of course, we know the op, you're a demon with it out there.
Yeah.
But I want to think more on the other side for your agents.
Yeah.
What are your favorite agents?
I mean, obviously, Jet's my go-to, but and then for a while it was Chamber when Chamber was there. But now, like, I'm trying to pick up my Raze, just because like Raze is so meta right now, and like as like a duelist player, like I need to learn how to play Raze. So that's what like been my goal. Like I think the last summer before, and the semester before even coming back, I was literally just playing Raze, Neon, Yoru, just practicing other duelists, just so when I come back, like no one's competing with me for the duelist position. I want to be that guy, and like I know it sounds egotistical, but like I didn't want there to be like someone else who could do it better than me. So that was my goal, is like I want to make sure I'm up to date with all these agents. So if someone needs, hey, can you play this? It's not like, no, I can't. You know what I mean? I want to be this. So right now, Raze is like very fun for me. But honestly, sleeper pick, Yoru, I don't know why. Like I suck with him still. I do play him on Breeze for our comp, but like I'm not the best with him, but like I love playing him. He's just so jokes.
Interesting. And you specified so much like Yoru, like on that certain map.
Yeah.
Is that actually like a big thing and a huge factor sometimes of the certain type of agent you might pick on a map?
Yeah, like like that's another thing too. Like depending on the maps, like some agents I love, some agents I just hate on some maps. Like I could go without, but like it's like I have to play them because they're good. And it's like I like the agent, just not on this map. And that's how it is sometimes. But no, your Breeze is so fun because you just TP back and forth with an op and they can't do anything.
Yeah, that would be actually something that would be quite a huge advantage if you think about it. And you know what? I think I'm going to try and merge a little bit too for R6 and Valorant here. Like R6, you're able to ban some of like the players. Do you feel that Valorant should actually have something like that on agents?
No, like I think it's just too hard because there's not enough agents, and like some agents are necessary for maps. Like if you, like for Breeze, for example, if you don't have a Viper, if someone bans Viper, like you have to run Harbor and it just won't work, and it'll just be miserable for both sides. So I think we're not there for Val yet. Maybe one day. I know they did try out like a agent lock thing. So basically, if you know in League of Legends where you pick someone, the other team can't choose it. They did try that for a tournament in Val. And like it was apparently really fun for a lot of people, but I just don't think we're at the point right now where we can do that with the agents we have. Yeah,
it doesn't seem like there's enough agents to actually choose from. Yeah, does make sense.
Yeah.
But let's dive in a little bit more into your gaming world of your own self.
Yeah.
What actually really kind of sparked the interest for you to get into gaming?
Man, it's actually a long, well, I can make it short, but it was, I broke my arm when I was in like grade 3, and after that, my cousin was already huge into gaming, and I was like, I was huge into sports at the time, and he's like, hey, come try out gaming. You can't go out play sports. Come play. man, I loaded up COD for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, zombies, and then it's just like from there is like every morning, every evening, I get home from school, wake up in the morning, COD, 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 COD. That was what motivated me, and that like I just loved COD, and as a kid, that's what got me into it.
Oh yeah.
My cousin was a big factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes cousins are a little bit to blame. They just expose you a little bit to, hey, look, I'm older. I have all these fun, old, mature games.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? That is such a like nostalgic feeling though. Like after school, like just coming home and like picking up the controller and wanting to play some zombies again.
I wish I could still do that. Like I can't do it anymore. Like I can't just like come home and just be like, let me go play COD. Not the same feeling for me anymore.
Yeah, not that nostalgic feeling coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have like the fun type of feeling for those games.
Of course. Like I don't just hate gaming. It's not like that. It's just like the nostalgia is not there anymore. It's not like you can't just or not nostalgia. Sorry, you can't the motive. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you just can't come home and play. Like at least for me, I can't play 8 hours in a row.
Yeah, no, it's just not like that.
No,
anymore.
It's not like that.
Especially when you get older, you get so many tasks. And
exactly.
Other responsible things to do. Nowadays. But I'm curious though, what do you like equipment wise like run at home?
Like the full like equipment or
like your keyboard, mouse, like it's interesting.
Okay, keyboard.
I'm just saying like your op like skills, the way that you're able just to aim up and make those hits so fast, it's phenomenal. You must have like a $3,000 mouse or something.
No, I just got a basic Superlight. This old school Logitech Superlight. That's just like my go-to mouse. I do have a couple other ones, but like that's my mouse. Keyboard, I can only play on a 60% keyboard. I literally can't touch any other keyboard. It just feels so weird to me.
Yeah, a little tiny one.
Yeah, I have to have a tiny one.
Hey.
That's the only thing I can play on.
Honestly, it probably is easy just to maneuver around with. Like,
oh yeah, especially just having the keyboard off to the side and then everywhere you go, you have so much mouse room. That's why I love 60% keyboards.
Yeah, just nice and easy around.
Yeah,
to get into that style. But do you feel like it actually performs better for you out there then in these games?
I would say like keyboard wise, like I mean that, like I like to have man, what's the word? It's not confidence. It's like where you believe that it's true. I'm blanking on the word, but I always
like a placebo.
Placebo. That's one. I always like to have the placebo where it's like, oh my god, I'm frying today. Like it's like, oh, I just changed my crosshair color. I'm about to be amazing. Like I always have anything that's like me. I go off of like just placebo that like it just works for me. I don't know. Like I literally before a Val match, I changed my resolution. I was like, I'm gonna change my resolution. I'm like, oh my god, I'm frying. Dude, I go in, I drop like 30 kills. I'm like, dude, it's the resolution. It's the resolution, guys. I'm telling my team in comms, I'm like, guys, try out the resolution. Now I'm telling you. They're like,
gotta change it.
Yeah, they're like, it's placebo, man. I was like, hey, it's working for me.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, so I like having that placebo. So like, if someone does have a keyboard for me, I always just like, even if it's like a different keyboard or something or a different mouse I'm using, I try having the placebo that it's a better mouse for me. So like that's like how I roll.
But hey, you gotta have that type of style. Something that hey, keep it going onto it. But you bring up an interesting point though with the hit markers. Is that an actual thing that can make a bigger factor on your play style out there, like improvement on shots? Like
what do you mean?
Like you can actually change like
the crosshair?
Yeah, that crosshair. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, like it's just preference. Like I swap between a dot or like just a small crosshair because I like to see more of my screen. But some people do prefer like bigger crosshairs. It just helps them like see like just where their middle of the screen is better. Because that's all it is. You just want to find like the crosshairs just show where your middle, like where your shooting is, and that's like how people roll. But I like the dot. I don't like to have a big crosshair. So,
okay.
But I do switch it. I do switch it sometimes. I'm like, it's not a dot day. I'm just not hitting shots. So I just swap to a like little crosshair. I'm like, yeah, this is the one.
This is the style.
Yeah. Yeah.
The placebo's back in.
Exactly. Every single time.
hey, you know, like it's interesting though to think about that with the hit markers, because yeah, like everyone wants to just see like the little millimeter of like that
Yeah.
like moment to see if they can find that little pixel of the player to hit them off, especially in R6 though, eh?
Yeah, R6. I mean, that one's a bit weird. I'm trying to still figure out what's my placebo in R6. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta find out some new placebos in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see what I can switch up and be like, oh, now my god.
Did you actually like for R6 ever play on a controller? Because I think there is
Controller?
Yeah, there's access to controller, right?
I don't know if there's access. I used to play like, because I came from console, so I was like a huge console person. So I did play Siege on console for a majority of my time.
Oh.
I think from like year 2 to like year 5, 6, maybe. I don't even know. But yeah, and then I swapped to PC, played a bit for PC, and then got enough, like good enough, tried out for like, then I came to Fanshawe, played Fanshawe for like one semester, and that's what happened. But I did majority of my time, that's from console to PC, it was a decent transition because I knew all the call-outs, knew how to like already properly place myself. I just need to know how to shoot my gun. I need to know how to use a mouse and keyboard. So I was like, that's why it was hard for me at the start. Picking a mouse and keyboard is not easy.
Yeah, it is very selective of the styles out there. I know, even myself, I'm quite picky too on styles and which one you need out there. But you know what? Gonna have to bring this up because you know what? There's been so many years of you actually been here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you weren't able to play just last year.
I play not last semester. I didn't play, and I didn't play the semester before.
Okay, the semester before too.
So like the winter semester and then the fall semester this year.
Damn.
So I took like a little bit of break.
Okay, and then we're going dark mode here.
Yeah.
I was gonna make it incredibly intense because I was gonna say like you came from a championship, went through all of that. How was that actually in that initial feeling?
Man, so like the first championship was like, cause oh man, I think we're 2 and 3 in the finals because we've been in the finals more than once. But the first championship was like, it was very, very good because that semester we were in 2 grand finals. The first one we lost, what was like 5th map OT. And it was very, very close. But the second tournament, what was ECAC, I think it was, we won. And that feeling was amazing because, like, all of us, we went out. I'm pretty sure, like, that weekend, we all went out. We all got drinks and stuff. We just had a party. Like, it was insane. But, yeah, winning that championship in that moment it's unreal. It's nothing like anything. Like, you can't describe it. It's unreal winning a championship.
And you guys were all like actually in the esports in the fuel station when
the
you won? Second
one we were.
Yeah.
The second, I don't know if there's a VOD of it, but the second one we were in, I could not shoot my gun in the second one. Oh my god, I remember that. That second one, I felt like I did not deserve to. Well, like obviously I felt like I deserved to win it, but like I didn't feel like out of all my teammates, I felt like I did the least to deserve it because I just was not shooting my gun that day. But like, man, it's still an unreal feeling when everyone wins. We all like got out of our chairs, like, oh my god, we won this, we won this, and then we go like they did the all 5 interview, like they interviewed all 5 of us at the same time. We're all there like talking about it, like all still energetic and stuff, taking photos and stuff. It was amazing.
Feeling probably like on cloud 9. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It's an unreal feeling.
Oh, that's awesome, and it's so interesting to hear on that because like. From just like being at home, it's like you probably like won the first one. I was like, yay! But like the second time, it's like you're there with all of your teammates, and it's definitely almost like just how it is like with normal sports as well. Like when they actually make that big win and get the trophy, it's a iconic feeling to have, and it's kind of neat to actually have that here, just at the fuel station. Yeah, and you're actually able to live that moment. Yeah, and right now, are you kind of like hoping maybe you guys can push that, maybe reach to that again?
I mean, dude, I'm looking at it like, and I think it's possible. Like even for the Siege team too, the one I just came into, like I'm looking at Siege and Val. I think it's like for NECC, I swear we can win both of them. We're in champs division, be the first champs win at Fanshawe. like Champions Division, because all of them I think are challengers or below. This could be the first time we win Champions Division.
Wow.
And I think it's possible in both games. I'm not trying to jinx it or anything, but like MECC, we played the 3 hardest teams already in our division. They were all close series. We could have won 2 of them. The one, they got the better of us, I'm not going to lie. But like we still could win all 3 of those games. And the rest of the teams, and we played the 4th team that was like the 4th place team right now, and we demolished them. So any other team below that should be a walkthrough as well. So we should make playoffs. And then from there, we just have to fix up our small mistakes we made in those previous matches. And obviously we'll get better over time.
Yeah.
And then for Siege, I mean, Siege, we lost to TMU, and there was literally one player that just destroyed us. So if we just don't let him do that again, we should win that one too.
Yeah, just shut that one person
Yeah,
down
exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think of, like, how just one player can really stick out.
Yeah.
And, like, especially like a Valorant type of squad, and
Oh, yeah.
just control the whole game.
We had Swarns the one year who dropped like 50 kills. Like,
oh my god.
and I think they lost. I wasn't on the team. Personally, I wouldn't let that happen to me. But like, I think they lost.
Dropping that many kills, that's insane.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they lost.
Oh,
I felt so bad for Swarns. If I was in this position, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. Honestly, and like, yeah, honestly, I don't even know what I would have done myself thinking about that. But in that matter of time, though, you were actually sort of coaching them a little bit.
Yeah, I tried coaching, like, because a bunch of my friends were on the ACAD team, so I was trying to just help them out. I mean, like, it's not easy coaching, like, especially, well, it was my first time coaching, so I really had no clue what the hell I was doing. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I know how to play the game. Let me try teaching them how to play the game. But like, as you go along, it's like, I'm trying to teach them how to play the game as how I would play the game, but I'd play the game differently than some other people. And it was like very, like, that's the first semester I was coaching. Like, I realized I can't be doing it that way because people play differently than me. There's more than one play style to actually play the game. And I think I was just forcing people onto my play style, and it wasn't really working. So that was like the first semester. The second semester, the coaching was a lot better for me, but the overall matches were just harder.
Oh. Yeah,
we got put, like, the ACAD team got put in a really hard division, and it was just like, they were like the people they're playing are like it's RT1 level, and it's like, okay, like they're playing Waterloo's main team, Carleton's main team, and this is our ACAD team.
Oh no.
Yeah, Waterloo so third in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, our ACAD team might not even be like top 50. Like,
oh, that's so sad. Like,
yeah,
they're not even like getting them the proper feeling to actually get into it.
It was just brutal. So I was like, I tried helping them as much as I could, but like as much as I could help them, it was just like, I don't know what NECC was cooking with those brackets.
Yeah, that seems very like, I want to say, misleading on how to actually improve yourself to maybe make it to a main team, and it's like, nope, you're going against main teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I got to bring in the final 2 questions, though. The first one, Slipri. Where did that name come from?
Oh my god, dude! I've had so many different names, but from Slipri, I got into League of Legends, and
wait, what?
Yeah,
League of Legends.
I got into League of Legends for like 1 season, and I was just like, I played mid lane only, and I was a Fizz one trick, and like I think his passive's called Slippery Trickster. And I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna just name myself Slippery. And then, like, it was obviously Slippery's like Slippery is taken, obviously. So I was like, okay, I'll just like make it sound the same, just spell it differently. And that's how I came with my name. I was like, and then it just stuck. But it came from Fizz from League of Legends.
No way.
Yeah.
Slippery Trickster.
Yeah.
Might start calling you that from now on.
Yeah.
No one will be like, what?
Yeah. For sure. I think if you go on my old Siege names, I think I put Slippery Trickster as like, my OG like Siege name is Slippery Trickster.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The Slippery Trickster.
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah.
That was just like kind of like an auto, like, sort of bot name that just came out, or you actually were like, yeah, Slippery Trickster?
I don't know. I was like, yeah, I play Fizz, Slippery Trickster, sure. And then,
how old were you at the time?
Dude, I don't even remember. Oh man, maybe like probably still. I was definitely in high school.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when it came. But yeah, no, it's definitely in high school.
It's like those iconic names when you're younger. It's like, yeah, like with like the boy, like BOI instead of like BOY and stuff. It's like, yeah, I think this is really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a Fizz 1 trick, and I was just like, yeah, the passive Slipri trickster. And then because I don't even think it was like the pass. Like someone just like called me like they're like, oh Fizz, you're so slippery or something like that. Like because like I kept like, I don't know, because like his one ability makes it so like he can't get attacked. And he jumps around everywhere and he can't get attacked. So like I just kept like jumping over walls and stuff, and they could never kill me. And yeah, I don't know.
Oh, literally.
Just I remember some guy in the chat was like, "Dude, you're so slippery. Like I can't get you." And I was just like, "Oh," I was like, "Okay."
Actually, keeping with the real name of the style.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're even doing that in Valorant too, playing as Jet. You're slipping around in areas.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Jet. Like that's why I love Jet, man. It's just so fun. Just like. You move like, and that's why I love Yoru right now. You just move around everywhere, and they don't know where you are. It just fits my playstyle so much. Fits my name.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah,
such a good matching duo.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta love to see that. And of course, we're gonna come here to the final question: your favorite video game?
Ooh, I don't got a definitive one. Like I got a couple for you.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's so hard to choose, right?
No, yeah.
There's so many.
It's because you grow up and like there's so many eras of what you were playing and what like your favorite was at the time. So like for me, COD Zombies always.
Oh yeah.
It's always up there. Like BO3, BO2, the BO2 maps were amazing. BO3, I liked Gobblegums. I know some people like didn't like it. A majority of people liked it though, and I loved Gobblegums too. To bring that Perkaholic running around trying to do the Easter egg.
Oh yeah.
Amazing time. Another one, Borderlands 2. Oh my God, I was a huge Borderlands 2 player. I love that game.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was one of my go-tos. Halo Reach.
Oh,
big Halo Reach guy. Oh man, me and my buddies would always hop in those custom games. Play like there was this one custom game called Teacher or something. You'd be in like a classroom and like you'd have to follow the teacher, but if you'd have to try. It's like a prison game where you're like it's like prison, but you're stuck in like a school or something. So you got to like try escaping the school.
That was on Reach?
Yeah, on the Forge. Yeah.
I had no clue you could do that.
Dude, it was so fun. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God. New things always come out for video games that I had no even clue that was like a thing you could do in the games. That's so cool. And what do you think then about Borderlands 3?
I wasn't as big of a fan on Borderlands 3 as Borderlands 2. I don't know. For me, just like, I don't know. It could also be the nostalgia thing of Borderlands 2 when I used to just grind or something. But Borderlands 3 did not hit the same for me. Like, I still liked it. I still thought it wasn't as good as Borderlands 2. That's the main thing. But it wasn't bad. Like, I did play a decent bit. I beat it. Like, the thing with Borderlands 2 is I beat it on every single character, on every single difficulty. Like I was like level 80 on every character.
So you must have like unlocked almost every single achievement then.
Yeah, I had almost every legendary in the game. Like I would just sit there and farm for legendaries.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever like went back to see how many like hours you played it?
No, I haven't, but like it's probably a lot. I also bought it on PC too, and I grind on PC as well. So like I had it on console and PC, so I don't know how much hours combined it is. Yeah.
Just so many hours still when just played. But hey, I mean, it's video games. We love our video games here, right?
Exactly.
Especially for even just Valorant and R6 right now. You got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, that's still happening.
Yeah, but you're still feeling fine covering both, and it seems like you're quite excited.
I mean, it's fun. It's just time is the biggest issue where it's like Monday, Val, Tuesday, R6, Wednesday, Val, Thursday, Val, Friday, R6, Saturday, Val or R6. Sunday's my off day.
Well, thank you, Slipri, for your time here on this episode of the Fuel Report, and we will send it back.